exploring unknown tech, decoding future unicorns. Welcome to Product X, where we use the sharp intuition of capital and the hardcore logic of architects to help you catch the next big thing in the global tech scene. I'm Rena. The follow-on investors include Blackstone, Vanguard, New York Life, and TIAA. That's basically the entire all-star roster of America's financial titans. Vivian, want to kick us off?
Hey, Rena. Hey, Nolan. Looking at that shareholder list, honestly, it's pretty wild. In the financial world, we call this a strategic defensive investment forced by super clients. These giants aren't just dumping money in. They're investing in their own future compliance infrastructure.
Yeah, and hey everyone, I'm Nolan. That investor lineup tells you everything about the problem they're trying to solve. Compliance costs are crushing these firms, and they need a way out.
Exactly. So here's the big question. Why are these financial behemoths, who control trillions of dollars, so uniformly dumping money into a compliance AI startup? Vivian, let's start with the capital angle.
Here's the thing. For giants like Blackstone and Vanguard, their biggest headache isn't making money. It's the massive taxation from compliance. In highly regulated finance and insurance, even posting a marketing tweet or tweaking a product term requires a massive legal team spending days verifying against SEC or FINRA regulations. One mistake could mean hundreds of millions in fines. Norm A hits that pain point directly. They're essentially investing by becoming customers. Biggest shareholders and biggest clients at the same time. The math is simple. If Norm AI helps them slash manual compliance costs by just 30% or evades one multi-million-dollar fine, the investment pays for itself overnight.
Right. And from a technical standpoint, that's exactly why the architecture matters so much. If you handed this to a native ChatGPT, Blackstone would be bankrupt the next day. Norm I's founder built a deterministic transformation approach. They don't let the LLM improvise on legal text. Instead, they compile massive legal documents into a rigorous, symbolic logic engine packed with if-else decision trees. The LLM handles understanding the input, but the final judgment comes from the deterministic code engine. No hallucinations, just hard rules.
Wait. That deterministic angle is exactly what makes their moat so insurmountable. They've basically crystallized America's complex financial regulations into a set of APIs that can be called in milliseconds. Once you plug a major bank's core business into those APIs, switching costs become enormous.
Exactly. And their killer weapon is the fully traceable audit trail. When the system issues a review report, it precisely annotates which chapter and section of the Securities Act every decision is based on, with hyperlinks to the original legal text. That's what regulators actually want to see. Not the AI thought it was fine, but a clear paper trail.
But here's the ultimate challenge: laws change daily. SEC issues new regulations constantly. Norm A's engineering team needs to maintain an incredibly agile pipeline to update their entire rule engine within minutes of any new bill being enacted. That's where the real scalability test lies.
Agreed. The dynamic RAG pipeline is their next big technical hurdle. And honestly, it's what will separate the winners from the pretenders in this space.
All right, let's get into the lightning round. Quick answers only. Vivian, what's the single biggest driver of Norm AI's valuation in one word?
Moat.
Nolan, technical moat or business moat, which matters more here?
Both, but the technical moat is what keeps the business moat intact.
Vivian, guess the annual compliance spend for a major Wall Street bank.
Easily over $1 billion when you factor in all the legal teams and manual processes.
Nolan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to replicate what Norm AI built?
8. The architecture is replicable in theory, but the regulatory expertise baked into their system? That takes years.
Last one, coffee or tea during due diligence?
Coffee. I need the energy.
Tea for me. Keeps the mind clear.
All right, let's wrap this up. Vivian, give us a one-sentence summary of today's topic.
Norm A is basically turning Wall Street's compliance burden into a competitive advantage, and the financial giants are betting big that they'll own the infrastructure.
And from the tech side, they've cracked the code on combining AI power with regulatory certainty. That's the real breakthrough.
That's a wrap. Thanks for joining the conversation, and see you next time on Product X.